Okay, good afternoon, 12:05, May the 4th, I think it's Wednesday, day 8 of our trip. We start the second week today, and we're on the eastern edge of Arizona, getting ready to come into New Mexico in a few miles. Nice little vista up ahead, rock formations. We've already put the clock up ahead, so that's why it's 12:05. We left the RV park at 11:05 Mountain Daylight Savings Time, and we've been on the road for about an hour, traveled about 65 miles. We're at about 6,000 feet elevation, and GPS says we're 156 miles away from the RV park in western Albuquerque. We'll stop for lunch somewhere along the way, as we've got about 3 hours yet to go before we get there. Okay, 2 o'clock, and we're at a rest area on I-40. We're about 85 to 90 miles west of Albuquerque, at least from the campground, and very few rest areas apparently on New Mexico freeways. But we found a place to stop, and it just so happens that there's a Dairy Queen here. So we're probably going to go in, get a small cone, and then hit the road into Albuquerque. We should be there in a couple of hours, probably around 4 o'clock. And greetings from the American RV Park in West Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's 7:45 in the evening. We arrived here at 4 o'clock, give or take a few minutes. Total distance traveled was 223 miles today. Uneventful drive, relatively light traffic, a little bit of wind, and the truckers sure go past you at a very fast speed out here. The trucks are doing at least 75, maybe even a little faster. And they know how to pass you going at a good rate of speed. Anyhow, we're doing well. The weather's warm. I'd say low to mid 80s here. When we got here, we had to put the air conditioner on. Got the campsite set up, and then we went into town 6 miles to the east to Chili's, and had dinner at Chili's, and then a Walmart right next door. We had to stop in, and you could always buy a couple of things when there's a Walmart nearby, so we did. The sun is getting ready to set here. I'll pan over slowly across the interstate. We're on the side of the freeway, and there's the setting sun. Not a cloud in the sky today. It really was nice, and there's no real wind to speak of either at the moment. Campground is pretty nice. Big place. They have a lot of grassy area sites. Charlie's happy to see some grass after the last few days of just gravel only. I'm letting my camera adjust to the lighting after looking in the sun. And there we are over there. The dog park is just across the road, over there. So Elena's putting away the groceries. She just took Charlie for a walk and fed him. We're an hour ahead, so it seems earlier to us than it really is. It's more like 6:45 than 7:45. But we'll have to get used to it. We're going to be in the mountain time zone now for the next, I'd say about 10 days maybe, until we get down into Monument Valley. So a very uneventful day, no real pictures to speak of, no real activity, just driving. And we plan to do some things tomorrow, though, even though it is Cinco de Mayo. We didn't take that into consideration, but we want to go to Old Town Albuquerque and see the church there, and just walk the old town. There's a petroglyph museum that Elena wants to see, and there's an aerial tramway that takes you all the way up to the top of a mountain that is on the eastern side of the city. And so if we can do all that tomorrow, that is our plan. So until tomorrow, adios from Albuquerque.